Hi. Sorry about that. I might have just dropped the controller, don't worry. Everything's fine. Oh, that's a good sign. For some reason I got a bad feeling about this playthrough. Ah, well. Maybe it's... Oh, I just realized I don't remember much of this game. Well, who cares? Because we're live, baby! Welcome to the end of the Ace Attorney trilogy! Oh my god, it's finally here. So, ever since the Apollo Justice trilogy has been announced, I knew that I had to get this shit done. That being said, there are still 2 other Ace Attorney games, which I do have. And I will probably cover eventually. But, this one's big. This is the final game of the original trilogy, and sadly the last time we get to see quite a few wonderful characters. Spoilers, by the way! Oh, shit. I'm a bit of a mess, aren't I? But, yeah. Let's get this done. God, I hope my voice is ready. Here we go. Oh my god, I forgot about this. So, this game, let's just say there's a lot of plot threads. How did I get into this mess? I remember this one being significantly better than the second. Why did I do that? Oh? Phoenix on the right, posing like a JoJo character? That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. Oh? I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Oh? Don't talk about her like that. What the fuck's going on here? Oh my god, he's dead. Oh my god! It wasn't me. I did... Nick, what the fuck did you do? I didn't do it. Also, what the fuck was that shirt, my guy? 5 years earlier, Mia Fey, second trial. Here we go. This one's a little bit interesting. Very interesting, in fact. Phew, it's finally time. Kinda nervous. We're playing as Mia so far. For now, at least. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, good morning. Oh god, what voice did I give this guy? It's been way too long.
Oh, Mia, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know?
What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg! Look at me! I'm relaxed! I miss these games writing. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Let go of my lapels! You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer.
I'm so sorry. Just that I'm so nervous today.
Oh, that's right. This is our first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I'm Marvin Grossberg. I'm at your service.
Actually, this is my second time in court. Oh? Backstory?
Still, you surprised me over your earnest request last night. Let me handle this case, you suddenly said. And quite forcefully, too.
Just found out yesterday. About the case, I mean.
What? You've already learned all the relevant facts?
Well, about that. You see, I mean, of course I have, I think.
Oh dear. In any case, don't let our client see you so see you are so nervous. I'm sorry. I should have done more vocal warm-ups before the stream started. See the poor young man in the sweater over there? That's our client.
It's Phoenix! Good morning there, everybody. Oh god, he's sick. Phoenix, keep a better grip on that mask. He looks so young. I don't know what it is, but man. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say I'll give it all I've got. Phoenix, that's not how a face mask works. Oh, God. Yep, he'll be fine. No problem. Oh, Jesus. This man's gonna fucking die and take us all with him. Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Rye? Gee, what tipped you off to that one, Mia? Actually, it's right. Like the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time. Really? That's such a simple name. Yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. Well, at least he's more of a decent human being than quite a few people I know. Doc says this way I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright, you have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please let go of my shirt. That's right, he's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new with this lawyer thing. First time I appeared in court was a year ago. Oh? That trial traumatized me so badly I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. Oh. It's been 1 year since then, and, well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. My client, and for myself. Apologies, just give me 1 second. Ah, much better. I think. For now. It's Winston!
Oh, hey, I'm back, baby! I'm here to steal some youth and give some verdicts, and we haven't reached a guilty verdict yet. Let's fucking go. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. Oddly enough, not the first time you've seen that.
Defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh, I forgot she gets her own set of portraits. It's so good. I mean, of course she would, but... Oh, shit! Winston slicked up with the pompadour. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense today is Miss Mia Fey, was it?
Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem?
I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was relating the defense. Although I would not mind there being a bit more youth in this room for me to steal. I'll allow it.
Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency.
Emergency? Isn't that him standing right there next to you? I might be old, lady, but I ain't that dumb yet.
Yes, well...
You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this?
Let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor. I think. Really exuding a pure aura of confidence there, Mia.
Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Well. I do not like the way he's flicking his hair. Oh, I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend this time babysitting a new defense lawyer. When I could be oiling up my delightful set of hair. He gives me kind of a Crocker vibe. I feel like every time he speaks, I change his voice. You'll never stand a chance in this case, Faye. Not without your fairy godparents. Don't worry, little girl. It'll all be over soon. What's that all about? Is he trying to trash talk me? Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events of the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. I never went to college. That is a term for a type of college, yeah? Ivy League or something? The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology.
Sounds like he was a very bright young man.
Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. Oh, God. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body. The defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. They then called the police.
That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. Court accepts this photo into the record as evidence.
I'm photo 1. Crime took place behind an IBU building. Oh boy. I remember the case as being significantly better in this one than the second one. Particularly the one circus case. Okay, let's take a look at her info. Hey! She's got the same badge, of course. Date and time of death, 4/9 at 3 p.m. Fatal electric shock. Place behind an IBU building. Okay.
By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo. Was he shot? Stabbed? Bludgeoned? I don't see any blood, so he's gotta still be alive. We need a death picture, damn it!
Your Honor, the fucking electric wire.
Oh, right.
Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. I cannot keep control of this voice whatsoever. It's just gonna go wherever it wants to. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death. An unusual death? I didn't know people die when they are killed.
What do you mean, Mr. Payne?
Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question. Huh? A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I am a genteel man, if you will. What? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of.
Oh, a perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause. Go on. Please say you know at least this much.
I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file.
Oh, my hemorrhoids are
Beginning to act up. Whoa! Way too much info there, Grossberg.
Now see here. Details of the case are filed into the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you?
Ah, the court record. I think I can see that by pressing the R button. There we go. Yep. All of the weapons we
need can be found in the court record. A good hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer, my dear.
Yes, sir. I'll do just that. I've got to stay calm. I can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. You are not going to lose to fucking Winston Payne, Mia. You're better than that. Court record. Okay, let's take a look. Just press the... Yeah, okay. Yeah, death by electrocution.
Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death?
Electrocution, Your Honor. According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution.
Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Was he struck by lightning?
The judge just doesn't know what modern tech is.
Did the murderer use some type of new super powerful stun gun, perhaps?
Okay, I guess he does know modern tech. The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue. What's that? Why, motive, of course. Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant.
Bad blood? You're telling me they used to be mad love?
I'm not even following that one. Doesn't deserve it. What do you mean? Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this. I really don't like this guy's smug attitude, or his greasy hair.
That's Winston Payne for you. He's one smooth operator, if you catch my drift.
No, he's not. He's a joke.
They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know?
Yeah, because all he can handle are the rookies.
Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence.
I have none. Evidence? What is that?
Well, no need to get all worked up into this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the emerald you need and then shove it in old Greybeard's face.
Yes, sir. Into old Greybeard's face.
Mr. Grossberg, try to set a better example for the young lady.
Yeah, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record.
Oh, that's right. I already forgot about the profiles.
The toggle between profiles and evidence is the R button, so be sure to go over it all.
Now then, let's see what you got. Put 'em up! Prepare for fisticuffs. If I win, I get to steal your youth.
Okay. Marvin Grossberg, 61. So he would have been past 65 by the time of the first case, I believe. Superior in the head of Grossberg Law Offices. Client, third-year art student, Ivy University. Wait, huh? I guess Phoenix dabbled in art, apparently. The victim, he's a 4-year pharmacology student at Ivy University. Phoenix Wright's girlfriend dated the victim, Doug Swallow, up until 8 months ago. I wonder what it could be. Also, look at his fucking face. This man looks like an otter, but not in a good way. Like, greasy. Prosecutor for this trial, a veteran lawyer with a little too much confidence. Yeah, I'll say. This. Reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here.
Dahlia Hawthorne, is it? Oh, she looks quite young. I wonder how much of her youth I could steal.
Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to at least pick up on this much. The longer time goes on, the grosser my voice gets. By the power of my pompadour.
Okay, I gotta fucking reset that. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story.
He's done it again. Before cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants.
Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness.
If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright to the stand.
What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Faye?
It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection.
Very well. Court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand.
A little, like, subtle shuffle of the mask is kind of a nice touch. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh, yes, my name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect. That's not an occupation. Oh, this poor fucking kid.
No, he means what did you do before you were arrested?
Oh. Do you think Phoenix has like a tiny kitten sneeze? I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you were suspected of the death of your fellow student, Doug Swallow. But I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. Sorry, I gotta check my mask every now and then to make sure it's still clean. Telling you guys.
The defendant, please refrain from passing on his cold to the rest of us. Seriously, stealing youth can only keep me so safe.
God, I hate that little hair twiddle he does. I think it makes a sound like a door stopper. God, it's so unnatural. It seems the witness has something he wants to say.
Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor. How do they make him look so much younger? I can't see what the difference is, but I know it's there. I think it's just like the front view, because we almost never get that with Phoenix. The victim and I. I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. How'd you know he was British? Oh, God. Phoenix, you're not making this easy.
I see. So you hardly knew the victim.
Right, like I said, I'm not a killer. It looks like the judge understands.
You're being naive, you know. Too naive.
It seems you've forgotten one small thing, young lady. I don't know what the hell that laugh was. I think there might be a spirit in this room. Watching us all, dictating our every action.
That would be? Imagine Winston Payne slowly becoming self-aware.
This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination.
Cross-examination? What the fuck is that?
Mia, are you fucking serious? He's right, and it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination.
What? No one told me this!
The purpose is to determine if a witness's testimony contains any contradictions.
Contradictions?
If the witness is lying, their statements will conflict with the court record.
But Mr. Wright is my client.
Even if he is your client in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see?
What does he mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now? There was a lie? A contradiction? For fuck's sake, Phoenix. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Oh, boy. I was there. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's the stuck-up British wannabe bit. How do you know he's British if you never talked to him? Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. That's right. I mean, why would I even... That doesn't sound right. You hardly knew him. Then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Well, Mr. Wright? No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear. Phoenix, you are not painting yourself in a good light in any capacity. Shoulders are so narrow. Oh no, it's because he's like hunched over, hands together. Okay, God. This view of Phoenix, just so strange. It's just that little bit off.
Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe?
Yes, well... He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt.
Oh!
Yeah, we check something here. Yep. There is no Union Jack on his shirt currently, but he did say always, so it might have happened before the murder. Let's just press. Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean? Yes, that's right. Oh, God damn it. I was just trying to clear you, Phoenix. Stop this. We're half an hour into the stream. Not even. That's why I figured you must love British stuff, see? It's true. Cross my heart. Hope to die. Actually, I don't hope to die, but you get what I mean. I swear I didn't do it. He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night.
May I ask you something, Miss Fay?
Yes, Your Honor. What is it now?
Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fella?
Oh, God. You serious?
The Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag.
Oh, I see. So you mean like the Stars and Stripes, right? From our definitely American location.
As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me.
Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now?
Mia, there is a contradiction here.
Mr. Grossberg!
Quickly now, show that boy you mean business. What evidence, I mean.
Okay, Mia, check the court record carefully.
Well, my dear, do you think you can manage on your own from this point?
I can handle it myself. I got it. 1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself.
You should try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia.
I'll be fine. I know what I have to do.
Remember, you can always press me to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. If you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof.
I hope that you can at least understand what I'm saying during that voice. I think it's clear enough, but it's
Very unclear.
okay. Here it is. There you go.
Objection!
Sorry, Phoenix. But you're a dirty, pink-sweatered liar. You certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back.
Miss Faye, is there some point to this line of questioning? It's kinda whack.
God. I don't know what I'm doing today. Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute, he's wearing a leather jacket. Way to point your own failures out, Phoenix. Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Right, you've been lying to me. I guess that makes you Mr. Wrong. Oh, no. Phoenix, control yourself.
Mia, you've made our client cry.
Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways. What? Can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong.
That was an impressive bit of cross-examination there.
Wait, what does P stand for then? If not Phoenix? Phony? Perpetrator?
Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh. Did I go too far?
By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it?
Yeah, I took some, but...
Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X?
Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Uh-oh. Hey, wait a second. Oh, no, Phoenix. How'd you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Oh, yeah, my favorite brand. Do you think they sell merch?
Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now?
Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. You lost it? Does it even have anything to do with the case? Yes, it does.
Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now?
Huh?
Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene.
What's this? It's in the victim's hand. It's Cold Killer X.
Objection!
Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to, especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it.
What?
Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Dropped by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright.
Okay, that's getting to be a bit of a stretch.
Oh, what do you think of my lawyer skills?
Order! Order in the court!
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
Very well. The court will accept them in the record.
Crime photo 2 added to the court record. Killer X added to the court record.
Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken.
Broken?
Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all this?
Electrodynamics? This is really bad. Oh, my Grossberg, we don't need to know! Oh, fuck. What? Yeah, that's gonna be everyone's favorite character trait. My god. Who in the writing team thought that was a good idea? Truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3, we split up. Later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I've taken Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Oh.
Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously. This is the first time I'm about to be pissed off about this. Phew!
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth.
You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
Miss Fay, please begin your cross-examination.
I'm gonna slap that pompadour right off his head. Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. What really happened? But because he called me, pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. Around 3, died exactly at 3. Went back and found him lying there. Clutch in the victim's hand covered in Wright's fingerprints. That's noon. Oh! Hold on, let me turn my head. Okay, so it's a little bit after 3. So that does, in fact, match up with the story. He could have died while Phoenix was gone. Lost my bottle around lunchtime. Tell me a bit more. What was it you were talking about? You know. Maybe we can hang out again sometime. Hang out again sometime? Wish that were true. I don't believe that. Oh, let's press this one. That's definitely important. So you say you went back. Yeah, that's when I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him? Well, that's right, I was. And why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? I thought maybe we could make up. Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 days. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of year, isn't it? Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh? Bruh! I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine? Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. All my friend. Oh, you can see his lips moving behind the mask. That's a little bit creepy. Can't seem to find any contradictions. The boy isn't exactly what I call a natural-born liar, you know. So we can't have him continue spouting nonsense. Okay, what did he call you over? Tell us that. Have you ever met the victim before then? No, never. But that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. Dolly?
And this Dolly person is...
My, kind of embarrassing. She's my, sweetheart.
What the fuck? What was that for, dear?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. Oh, my hemorrhoids! Oh my god. Also, Phoenix, Edgeworth is going to feel so betrayed when he finds out.
Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is.
So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see.
I mean, they stopped dating months ago. Okay, they met at 2:45. Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45. Yeah, we were both there, right on time.
You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU.
An alchemist? I see. So he might know more things about effectively stealing youth.
I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run high voltage electricity.
Oh, how fascinating. Sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man.
I do. Maybe I should ask him for some more details? Yeah, tell us more about the timing of the meeting. So you were absolutely certain that you met at 2:45? Yeah, pretty sure. It's the time class ends. They're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much. Experiments? Yeah, those pharmacology guys are always in the lab whipping up something. Looks like he's right about the time anyway. Wait, hold on, go back. Let me check the other one. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Oh, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though. A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run high-voltage electricity. I mean, yeah, but, like, it's a power cable. It's gotta go somewhere. That's right. And they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high-voltage cables everywhere. High-voltage cables? Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. High-voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. What about that is new, Mia? On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? Never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly. Just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious.
Ouch! Why did you punch me in the jaw? Oh, the shockwave has reached my hemorrhoids!
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. What is this quirk of character? Okay, it was a press-all.
I think that's enough for now. The defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death.
It was 20 minutes earlier. I wouldn't call that approximately. Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch. I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted.
What do you mean? What the fuck? Your testimony can't be trusted. He made one tiny detail change, as opposed to the paragraphs of past cases. I guess the judge gets more chill with time or something. What the fuck? They knew it was too much work for a little girl. Little shit. Misogynist bastard.
However, there is one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor.
How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how is the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct?
Well, that is, you are correct, Your Honor. How exactly was Mr. Swat? Gee, I fucking wonder. I forgot how dumb these people can be. Now, see if you can point it out, chat. How did this man die from an immense electric shock? How did this guy right here, die from an electric shock? Right beneath the power cables that are specifically high voltage. Oh my god. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. Maybe this game is worse than the second one. I could somehow establish how it was done. Maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Establish murder. Oh boy! We get to point out the obvious again. Your Honor!
Yes, Miss Ray?
I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. Eureka! I've got it!
That would be most impressive.
Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. Even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence. Of course I know that. Actually, I've totally forgotten about that. At least she's honest.
Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you got. Show me your weapons. Come on, I know you're armed. The last bitch we had in here had a whip. I'm armed and ready.
It's obviously this, right? As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well.
What? But there's nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. Oh my god, did the pole come to life and murder him? I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. I just don't get it.
It's right there in front of your dumb fucking face. Well, naturally, it's right here.
What is that?
Severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. Machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. Because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere.
So then, the high voltage cable...
Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation.
That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order. Shit, I didn't know that. I mean, I totally knew that, and I was just letting her figure it out for herself. Way to steal credit, Winston. Don't toy with me, old man! Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high-voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was... the defendant!
That much is certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish Mr. Wright was the murderer.
You do? Well, what is it? Why the fuck did you wait so long? Bring it out!
His fingerprints.
Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints are on something besides the medicine bottle?
Then let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. As you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well. You mean... Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand.
What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left the print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards a severed electrical cable.
Order! That's enough. I think we conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Take a full... Oops. Wait. Fuck.
Stick a fork in us. We're done.
Mr. Grossberg! What do you mean? What secrets do they whisper to you in the night?
The show is over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent.
No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt.
Your Honor!
At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in this case.
There you go, Mia.
You have something further to add, Miss Faye.
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Miss Faye, there's the fiend. I think it's like the shine on his cheeks that's definitely doing it. Either that or his head is smaller. No matter what it is you have to say, I'll believe in you, and I'll represent you to the very end. We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything. Wait a minute! Mr. Wright, I'll tell you what really happened. I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further... I did it. I admit it. I pushed him. Oh, they sped through it too quickly. It's my fault that Doug was... something. That girl. You shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. Continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. This is the thing that played at the start. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that! Oh, shit. You're confessing to the murder?
What you just said, was that the truth?
Yes, I was afraid. Afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure.
Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are. Good job, Phoenix Wright. Always good at finding the killer.
Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you. Oh. Why is this man adorable? Oh, thank you. Still can't believe it. He really did push the victim.
It feels like my hemorrhoids are 2 weeks
What year is this? Oh, God. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. That moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just laying there, dead. Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock. And that, as they say, is that.
A simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. It's true, even a doofus like him couldn't miss that. Yeah, even this idiot couldn't have possibly messed that up.
Miss Faye, let me warn you right now. Cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts. I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. He is innocent. There must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it. Oh, boy. Okay, Phoenix, we're gonna leave you on hold for a minute. I will be back as fast as I can. Promise. Did you hear that, chat? Leftover noodles for lunch. Oh, God. I don't know if you could hear that. But, someone shouted for me from the bottom of the stairs. They meant well. Anyways, where were we? Right, Phoenix is a murderer. Talking bad about Dolly, lost her temper. Started getting worried. Okay. What was a loud noise? This is louder than I remember. A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure. It was really loud. It was like, snap! You know, come to think of it, I wonder what it was. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm on some dangerous ground here. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Huh. Could it have been... Hurry up and tell us. When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. There you go, Phoenix. He fell right on top of it and it broke. That's probably the noise I heard.
An umbrella, huh? Did that umbrella belong to the victim?
Let's check. It is in the photo. Yeah, you can see it there, bent in two. That umbrella belonged to the victim? Yeah. It was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail, kind of like the owner. Man, he sure was easy to murder. And again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. It was totally soaked to the bone.
Miss Faye, what do you think? There's something important in that testimony just now.
Well, of course.
Yeah, what the fuck? Hey, is it important that your client might be innocent? Just figured I'd ask before I hand down the verdict.
Is it Mia? The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap important. Fucking God. This cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony. How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. Not like my pompadour.
Court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony.
After I shoved him, he fell down on top of his cheap umbrella. Okay. Maybe we have proof of this. So Mr. Swallow fell on top of his umbrella. You are certain about this? Yeah, it was right there under him. Actually, if it hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it for myself. The umbrella, you mean? Well, yeah, you see I was wearing the sweater here. Well, I stayed up late for nights at a time knitting it for me. I didn't want the rain to dampen the handmade symbol of her love.
My stomach is not to be used as your personal soccer ball, Mia.
I'm so sorry. What? Why is Mia pissed about Phoenix having love?
Continue on with your testimony.
Okay, so I think that we have to present... Yeah, probably this one.
Objection!
There you go. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on, if I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier. What do you mean by that? Take another look at the crime scene photo. There it is. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the Wait, she's right. Hold up. How did I not put that together?
You're absolutely right.
The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. Wait, she's right. If he pushed him from the front, he would have landed on his back, too.
No! No, it cannot be! Order! 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 The victim, he moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now?
Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene.
I want it presented as evidence immediately.
Found by the victim, found broken near an electrical pole at the crime scene. Yep.
But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind.
I don't know what voice that was. Sorry. I'm rusty at this. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind.
I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment.
He's just like having a complete mental breakdown. Fairies!
I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony.
Gee, it's almost like accusing an innocent person isn't supposed to be okay.
Well done, Mia.
Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
Pardon me, Your Honor. Seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying.
Let me guess. You have another witness. Exactly. What are these, like, the protagonists of the Ace Attorney crew ever going to do if there's no witnesses? Like, what happens then? And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible. Oh, my favorite type of car. I'm going with this voice now, I guess. Hi, I'm the fucking captain guy from, Futurama. I'm Zap Brannigan, that's it, that's his fucking name.
Sorry, too much water too fast.
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly?
I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
What?
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. Oh? Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can't be serious.
Mia, what do you mean by that?
I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, god damn it. That would have been a better time to take a break. Uh-oh. You good? Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. She told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah. I guess I can start to relax then, huh?
Relax, my boy. You can't be serious. They're hiding such important facts.
But the next witness is my dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why. Love of your life, huh? Do you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Dolly and I, we first met about 8 months right here. Fuck. We first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, one day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. Oh? As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here! Take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. She'd been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off and said... She took it off, but before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this.
Well, she gave it to you as a present. I see.
This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little dolly. It certainly is a little bottle, alright. It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. Look at this! Oh, is this how he started showing the badge off? I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Small bottle necklace given to Wright on the day they met. He shows it to everyone. Anyway, so after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating? Yeah, she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now.
A strange girl asking for a present back like that.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was! How did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. Murder?
What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between these two cases, am I correct?
Nice. Good work, Mia. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself.
Oh, yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find.
Thank you.
I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Me and my hemorrhoids are on your side.
On such a fucking weird thing.
Well, it looks like the recess is almost over. We better all get moving. Those monkey bars are going to climb themselves.
Guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. Alright, next bit of the case. Oh, God, don't remind me. Get out of my sight. Okay, what next? April 11th, 12:13 p.m. District Court, Courtroom number 2. All in Mia's alone now.
Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness.
This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand.
You. If you know, you know. That's all I'll say. What's with this stiff silence?
In my long career as a judge, I've been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. And that time has come to an end.
He just starts glowing.
Change the world, my final message. Goodbye. In your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity.
I believe he actually said that.
Now then, witness.
He's just losing his shit.
Could you please state your full name?
Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous. I'll take your youth before you even know it.
If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size.
Okay, you fucking...
Lady.
Fucking... Is that why he's, like, fiddling with his hair? He doesn't have his fedora with him? You little shit.
I will bash them with my gavel.
I love how they look straight at me when they say that.
Thank you for calming my nerves. You're all so nice. I almost feel right at home.
It's not at all.
It was nothing.
If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation?
My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just wanted to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
What are you wearing? What, is that like a scarf that just sort of floats? Or a raiment? Is that what those are called?
The honor is all mine, milady.
God, I want to fucking punt this dude out a window.
No, the honor is all mine. Fuck you, I'm taking your youth first, you shit.
Taking your youth? What the fuck?
Oh, you're just like that. Okay, never mind.
Well, we know whose milkshake please. What year was this game released? What the fuck?
Sir.
Is there something I can help you with, my lady?
You just go on and say whatever's on your mind. Well, I'm over here, slowly siphoning the youth away from you.
I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. He wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it.
Yes, I can see why you'd say that.
She's going to be a tough witness, alright. It took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger.
Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. Also, could you get those butterflies out of here? No, seriously, don't... Hey! Now they're warding off my powers. I can't train her youth like this. Oh, she's smart. I'll have to be careful.
I had been planning to go back to Feeney's place after class was over. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. And suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities.
I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong.
Also, why is her outfit completely white from the back?
Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Just as I will probably burn in hell for thirsting after you, but I don't care. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please, tell us the truth.
But I would never.
That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue.
What do you mean by that?
Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies.
You haven't changed a bit, Mia Fey.
What's this? So you two are acquainted? Perhaps you could introduce me to her sometime this weekend?
Die. Power word! Kill!
Yes, we've met before. Once. Yeah, she's kind of creepy, I'm not gonna lie.
In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours.
The judge is just completely checked out because he can't drain her fucking life.
It's good to see you again, Madam Fey.
Madam! I'm no one's grandma yet, girly. Oh yeah, how old is Mia? I think she was like almost 30 by the time the first game happened, so I'm guessing like early mid-20s at the latest.
I had been planning to go back to Feeney's place at...
Yeah, okay, we read this. Suddenly Dougie got all wobbly and collapsed. You're gonna have to elaborate on that. You're saying that the victim just collapsed on his own?
Yes.
In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right?
I was watching the whole time. Feeny never did a thing to Dougie.
Rest for no good reason. I just know the judge will get angry with me. What did I do about a testimony? Showed contradiction. Absolutely. Evil lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne, so let's drop them, shall we?
What?
I would never... Oh yeah, keep the crocodile tears coming, you little shit.
Miss Fey, I will not allow you to badger this witness. I will draw my sword in defense. I'm her Tier 3 sub. I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is, she is no supporting.
You done?
Please don't glare at me like that, I'm just doing my job. I'm a moderator on her Discord, I have to be like this.
Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did in fact push the victim.
What?
There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth.
There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw. Go on, get on with it.
Yes, Your Honor. I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony.
Looks like we're finally getting somewhere. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. It looked like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either. You didn't see it?
Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground.
That time, there was
only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow?
Yes, that's right.
Looked like they were fighting, didn't hear anything unusual either. So then, what did it look like they were doing to you?
I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation.
Oh, give me a break.
That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all?
No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Mr. Judge, finally some goddamn respect. Now then, please proceed with your testimony.
I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities.
That girl, she's telling a super obvious lie and she knows it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Wright. Oh? Yes, it's gotta be it. Way to go, Mia! Okay, that means we're going to have to dig deep to find the contradiction on this one. Okay. Walking behind the building. Didn't see it. When Dougie fell to the ground. At the time, there's only two of them at the scene. That's right. Yeah, I should press everything first. I remember them doing that a lot in this one. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Mr. Wright is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building?
Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese Senryu poetry.
Oh, how wonderful. Is that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes?
Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend.
It's supposed to be poetry? More like a midlife crisis.
For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through that back area.
Oh, yes, I see. That makes sense. When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors.
How else would you enter? Teleportation?
You don't know. Hey, if I could drain youth, I got some magical shit up my sleeves. Now watch. Kazam!
Judge is just gone. Reappears with like a coffee mug.
Anyways, continue.
Walking behind the building. Okay, tell me more. I forget which ones I pressed. So who is this Dougie person?
Oh, I'm sorry. Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago.
So what were Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway?
How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined.
Oh, you little shit.
That's right, Miss Faye. I will defend your dignity to the last second.
I don't know how I've done this, but I somehow made Winston Payne even more unlikable. Gonna freaking strangle him by his own pompadour.
I'll drag the witness down to your level.
Why am I being demonized here?
Please, go on. What did you see next?
So I didn't see the moment we pushed Dougie. Looked like they were fighting. Didn't hear anything unusual either. And what did it look like they were doing to you? From the conversation. Did I press this one? When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department?
Yes, they're all very fond of their drugs.
That feels... I don't know if they meant to leave that line with poor context, but... Please try to stay on top! Okay, they knew. Okay, they knew. So find some pharmacology students. You went to the labs, correct?
That's what I was planning to do, but in the end I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow they all seemed to know what was going on.
The students knew what was going on?
How?
How could the students have known what was going on?
Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what had happened. It's just they all seemed kind of excited about something.
Doesn't look like they're going to get any more info about the students.
So, did the students call the police?
I completely lost the voice, wait.
So,
There we go.
Yes, I was so panicked.
Yes, well, anyone would have been, my dear.
Girl. Okay. Okay. So, what is the contradiction that I need to point out? I didn't hear anything unusual either. Let me double check everything. There was an umbrella, there was a lamp. Ah, okay. You should have heard the snap when he fell over.
Objection!
Got it. You say you didn't hear anything unusual. Is that correct?
Yes, that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me.
That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright. He clearly testified to the effect. And when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise.
He said that?
You were really that close to the two of them. Why didn't you hear this noise as well? Sorry, it's taken me a minute to get that voice back.
Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable. Oh god. Oh, I'm getting overwhelmed here.
According to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression.
Hey!
Yeah, look at it. Her whole freaking outfit is bright white from behind, but it's like got this pink overlay. Weird.
May I have a moment to answer?
By all means.
I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music at the time. Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered? Rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble.
Thunder and lightning, huh?
Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder, but I put my headphones on to block it out.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in your testimony after all.
Wait a sec. Mia, that testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case. There was lightning! Your Honor, there's a problem with the witness's testimony.
What do you mean?
Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct?
Yes? What about it?
Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere. Am I right?
Is that it? I thought it was just like a little light show that nature liked to put on. Oh, you learn something new every day. Now's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Faye.
Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning?
Ah! I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me.
Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway?
Mostly stealing life.
This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. That very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was in fact the victim of a stray bolt.
It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental?
Alright, you did it, Mia. I'm taking that knock. Oh, God.
Whoopsie-doo! Who fucked up? You! I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye.
Eh?
I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on the day at that location.
How?
What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case.
Evidence, Mr. Payne? Well, gee, that sounds like something you would bring up earlier. Well, what is the evidence? This affidavit, signed by a... Oh, fuck, wrong voice.
This affidavit, signed by a... Fucking hell, I can't keep that voice going. This affidavit.
And who is this affidavit from?
The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out to the court the testimony of the pharmacology students. That equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day.
Was it a blackout?
All of the lab's equipment's running high voltage, Your Honor.
So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m.
Fits well at the time of death listed in the autopsy report.
Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable.
But what broke it? Looks a little bit too high for him to have been pushed into it, and I doubt it's going to be as simple as it just happened to break.
According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future.
I see.
Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break.
But they're so high up. Wait, that's the wrong time.
However, there is one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable?
Your Honor. I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. It pleases the court. The defense would like to state its opinion.
Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break?
Ah, yes, Cold Killer X. It was me! I threw my badge at it to plant this fucking murder so I could talk to this evil, evil woman. Doug Swallow? I mean, if we want to go with the angle that it happened when he bumped into it, but then that's just sort of confessing that Phoenix did it. Also, I still think those look incredibly high. Way too tall for someone to just walk into. Odd. Very, very odd. I guess for now we go with this. This is it. This is why the cable snapped. Well, Your Honor.
I believe that the only thing that has snapped is the mind of the defense.
Ah, great.
That was one of your best lines yet, Your Honor.
Ouch, that was harsh. Please, Your Honor, give me one more chance. Okay. What would I call it? Is it just a picture? I mean, unless we want to accuse her now. 19-year-old female college student was sitting with the victim. Oh yeah, this bit. Very little information is being disclosed at this time, since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer, at least questioning the 19-year-old female college student. Yeah, you can probably put the pieces together. I'll try this. This feels like the next most obvious thing. Okay, same thing. Are we going to just say it was Phoenix? Okay, I'm gonna try something crazy. Nope. Okay, well the only other one it could be is Phoenix, but why would we say he did it? What, the umbrella? I guess, like, I don't know, what? Surely not. No. We tried Doug, we tried Dahlia. Surely they don't want me to present Phoenix. Oh, God. Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony.
The defendant's testimony.
After he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. This happened at around 3 p.m., correct?
Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that...
The lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage. But you... What? Don't act smug about that! We just proved your client guilty!
Yes, the prosecution also came to that same conclusion. It was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted.
Right, huh? I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne.
What's that supposed to mean?
Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right, the victim banged into the pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break.
Well, that makes sense. And then the victim was electrocuted. Eh?
Mia, where are you going with this? You kinda lost me. I might be too dumb for this. It's actually starting to get smarter than me, which is good. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. The victim was shoved into the far pole. He couldn't have been electrocuted by the severed cable in the foreground here. Oh. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim.
Order! Order in the court!
Ah, the lamentations of my enemy. How I've longed to hear them. Mia's a little bit bloodthirsty, but we kinda like that. She deserves some justice.
It's true. The defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any way the defendant could have...
Mr. Judge, sir? May I say something? The Madam Attorney's explanation. She said some things that are a little different than I remember them.
What?
What the?
Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge?
Of course it's alright. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony.
This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors. Here we go.
Truth is, Beanie pushed him twice. First time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Dougie tried his best to run away from him. Beanie caught up and crashed into him from behind. Cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute.
So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away?
And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time. I'm so sorry, Feeny, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge?
Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Don't worry. Just lay your guard down and I'll be there to strike. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Where are you going with this, you little psychopath? Truth is, Finny pushed me twice. Show me proof! Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony, you said the following.
Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. Wow, that's a really good impression.
Thanks, I dabble.
I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Feeny.
So that's why you basically lied to the court.
She was a bad girl. I know. Mr. Judge?
Yes?
Would you please forgive little old me?
You fake-ass bitch. Of course he won't. What you did is called perjury.
Oh, come now. Just a little old white lie. We all do it from time to time. Oh, maybe I should let this happen more in the future. Who knows? Well, forget it this time. Please be more careful from now on, alright?
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge.
Not at all.
The judge had better be more careful himself. A dark alley is friendlier than that girl. What does that mean, Mia? What, you gonna take him to a dark alley? Okay. You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole.
I know he doesn't look it, but Feeny can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be.
Oh, really?
But I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break. Feeny really is scary when he gets mad.
Yes, he sounds like a dangerous individual indeed.
Oh, you little shit. Like he tried his best to run away from him. So let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched this scene unfold? Miss Fay, I'll have to ask you to stop badgering my queen. Oh, I'm gonna kick this little shit. Okay, God. How did I make him so intolerable?
I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on.
What the fuck?
Cheer them on? What do you mean by that? Well, I wish the best for them both, and that they would each give the fight their all.
That's very sweet of you to be so supportive. Also a little bit creepy.
And what happened after that?
We caught up and crashed into him from behind. Okay. I'm pressing everything this bitch has. Doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints found on the back of his leather jacket?
Well, no, there weren't.
Madam Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully? I said that he crashed into him from behind, right? I fear he wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he?
I do not like her. All occurred in less than a minute, huh? Okay. Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted?
I'm sorry. I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away.
That's understandable, my queen.
I love that there's just like a little bit of desperation to it.
My queen, please notice me. I'm doing everything I can for you.
Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold.
I don't figure out the contradiction here. It's all over. I shouldn't have much time to come up with her lies, so it's my best chance. Must be a hole in her testimony somewhere. Okay. Just imagine, like, one of the butterflies blows a little bit closer. She's just like,
Tasty.
okay, let's get back to that time one, because that feels like the most specific. So it all occurred in less than a minute. The cable went out at exactly 2:55, but his clock stopped at like 3:05, give or take. Maybe 3:10. So I'm betting it's this.
Objection!
There we go, music cut out. That's enough, witness.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will in less than a minute. Huh? See what I did there? Could you please take a look at this picture?
Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold.
It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. Yeah, that looks about like 3:05. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m.
Yes? And your point is, Miss Faye?
My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping? Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m. Wrong voice. Do you care to explain the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow.
Order in the court!
This is nonsense. The real murderer. Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for.
Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it?
There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene. Was there a window of opportunity for the real killer?
Miss Faye, is the defense ready to indict someone as the real killer? I mean, I know it's not your job, but hey, welcome to Ace Attorney, baby.
It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor. We are ready.
Very well, but remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye. Now then, Miss Faye, let's have it. Who's the real killer? Now, who is? Let me at that son of a bitch.
Try daughter of a bitch, Your Honor! It could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Well, huh? How can you...
The defense is grasping at straws. My queen would never do something so sinister.
10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you wouldn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you.
Order! Order! Miss Faye! What? I mean, why? That is to say...
Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands.
Ah! How can you say something so mean, Madam Faye? I didn't do anything.
Miss Faye, this is a very serious charge you're...
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say.
You? What is it?
Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record. What the? Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Faye. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that. Oh, God. Phoenix, think with your head, not your heart. Keep it on your shirt, man.
Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man. Bailiff, whack his pee-pee.
Leave my Dolly alone. That boy.
Oh, okay. Sorry, wrong character.
That boy, he's gotten himself way over his head.
Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back.
It seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I found a police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping.
Here we go. A report on the incident 8 months ago. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
You better take a good look at it. It, details how you came to lose your boyfriend.
There we go. A little bit more lore added to this pot. Let's take a look-see. Location, District Courthouse Cafeteria, 27th, 4 p.m. Victim, Diego Armando, age 28. Occupation, lawyer. Suspect, Dahlia Hawthorne, age 19. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup.
Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor, there is to say,
May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor?
Don't you worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand.
Oh, you shit, con artist.
That is, go right ahead.
Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie?
Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright.
I told you that you should let me handle this. Sorry. Please go ahead.
How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear.
I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be.
The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, the same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Further testimony? What about?
About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Eh?
What could that possibly have to do with this case?
The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, had a very good reason.
Very well, then. The court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge.
Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. You're going down, 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 down. How I Met My Feet. Ah, yes, the popular DreamWorks movie.
How I Met My Feeny.
First met my darling. I don't know how much longer I can keep up that voice. I'll keep trying though.
First met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day.
So lovey-wovey, we literally make people sing. Oh wait, that's Phoenix. It's just jealousy, I think.
Mr. Wright, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court.
Now we enter the final act of our little drama.
As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her!
Okay, let's press a little bit. Okay, what's the most important bit? When our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. Okay, it's very vague. He's playing smart. Courthouse reading room? That's a strange place to meet the love of your life.
It's not true, Madame Faye. After all, Feeny was not only an art student, he was also planning on becoming a lawyer.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room?
This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case.
Miss Faye, I'm warning you. This has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case.
I have to remember that the judge is on Dahlia's side. I better tread carefully. Nah. Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue with her testimony.
Very well. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room?
If it pleases your honor, the answer is simply this. I had come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing.
That's a fucking lie. Boom, bitch! Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason?
What is the meaning of that cocky smile on your face, Miss Faye? What the fuck are you talking about?
8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy.
Another tragedy?
You mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned?
The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne.
What?
Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was a prime suspect in the criminal case just 8 months ago. I'm sorry I don't have a voice for Mia. I like keeping the normal voice on the character who clearly does the most talking.
Order! 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 This is unbelievable! It's true then. The loveliest rose can hide the cruelest thorn.
Miss Faye, that's not fair. You can't slander my witness with an unrelated case. I, Winston Payne, will not allow it.
Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
Pardon me. Go right on ahead.
It's true that about 8 months ago, police expressed some interest in me.
Expressed some interest, huh?
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
I see.
Okay, tie the two crimes together. Now I just gotta stay on the offensive.
Well done, Mia. Me and my hemorrhoids are applauding you.
Meanwhile, you hear a clapping sound, but his hands don't move. Why would you do that? Just use your hands, man!
Oh, you lit a fire in my...
God damn it! Lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks! Grossberg, go see a doctor!
Hard to tell which is more inflamed, my spirit.
This fucking man! Oh, bear with me a second. It's already like fucking 80 degrees outside. I need to go turn on the AC before it gets worse. Just a sec. Still here, don't worry. Hopefully that'll get better soon. Ugh. Drenched in sweat. Way too fucking hot. How did it get this bad this fast? Here we go. I met the lawyer who was... Oh, God.
I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. When I heard it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons.
That's oddly specific.
Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent.
I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that, yet you already know that much. Huh. Yeah, I'll bet.
That's what happened here 8 months ago.
However, as you've heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I swear it. Take me instead.
Okay, I'm gonna scalp this man. That's how he gets bald in the future.
I think the defense is just about out of tricks.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne. I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination.
Oh, show me what?
Die. So anyways, he just gets shot, and no one cares.
Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger? This level of power! It's unprecedented!
Aha, Mia, you're glowing with a true lawyer's aura, my dear. A proud posture and self-confidence. Absolutely smashing.
Sorry, I keep getting mixed up in the voices.
I met the lawyer who was
Yeah, okay, we already covered this. Just a moment, and that's when it happened. Well, where did you hear about that lethality? About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons?
Well, let me see. My bottle of eye drops said it was 1/2 of a fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons.
About 2/3 of that amount, huh?
Poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. Must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there.
I heard it was a very special kind of poison. Where did you hear all this anyways? Special kind of poison? How so?
Well, I heard that it's almost impossible to detect.
Oh, and where would something like that come from?
I'm sorry. All I know is what I overheard the policeman saying. They said something about using advanced chemical processes to purify it.
Chemical processes? Well, that's quite impressive.
Most impressive. Better question is, how did the criminal get something like that? And that's the reason they didn't arrest you? Because no one could show how you could have gotten the poison?
I think that's a good enough reason, Madam Faye.
He's right, and I think we've all had enough of Miss Faye's questions.
Now, since the main reason Miss Hawthorne was never arrested for this crime was because no one could show how she could have obtained the poison. All we have to do is find a way to establish how she could have gotten some, right? Okay, I know how. I know exactly how. 8 months ago, you were dating someone else. Boink. I already feel much better. I don't know what it is about heat, but it just, like, saps my energy dry. Heat and being angry. Those two things, like, I cannot physically manage those. You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison. I don't believe you.
What?
In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab.
Boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow?
That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. If you recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University.
Pharmacology.
His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison.
Bitch.
Well, Miss Hawthorne, seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then, it was a matter of slipping into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table. You!
No!
Order! Order! Could it be?
That's nothing but a baseless accusation.
May I say something, Madam Faye?
What is it, Miss Hawthorne?
The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container.
Well, yes, that's true.
I was searched immediately after the incident took place.
Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down.
But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they?
She's right. I mentioned that in the report.
Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small. Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. You're saying I threw the poison container away. I think you need to show some kind of proof.
Proof? She got me good with that.
Provide some evidence, or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Fay.
Watch me cut up some evidence. We're going to lose this lead.
That boy over there dressed up like a tomato. I just realized that is a bright red suit. Can we get another glimpse of that soon? This conducts a full body search of Dahlia and of the entire courthouse. Yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred.
You're going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder? And where is the container the poison was carried in? I got the container. Right here!
You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? That's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched.
Who is this person?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. So, the defendant was this witness's accomplice? Oh god, that is not the right voice. I'm sorry. I think I might be having another sugar crash. I'll take another break real quick. Or not now. In a bit. I'll go take a break and grab something to eat. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present.
What? But that's...
That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. But what about it? What does it mean, Miss Fay?
The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding that one piece of evidence that would give her away.
What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here?
No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount.
No!
Yeah, get bent, bitch!
Order! Order in the court! Huh?
Phoenix? On behalf of Dolly, I object!
Mr. Wright, control yourself. Oh god, my voice is getting out of control again.
I won't let you bully her like this!
Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat.
Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her!
Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. You old-fashioned classic lover. I like this kid. Last time I heard that was in 1907.
Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia want to date you anyway? Whoa, wait, hold up, Mia. Holy shit. Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too. Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is because of that necklace. Dahlia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck. My necklace? Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl asking for...
What a strange girl asking for a present back like that.
For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying. You never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... I don't believe you. No, that's a lie! Oh god. He's lost it. Mia, you alright? The defendant, he's getting away! Bailiff, hurry after him! Oh god, what's he doing now?
Mia, are you alright?
Yes, I think so.
Boy, you went completely insane.
Where's Mr. Wright? Oh, we're all looking for Mr. Wright, Mia, don't worry. Looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough. Goodness. Oh no! Eh? What's wrong? Wait! Wait a minute! I hit the button by accident because I set the controller down for a sec to take another drink. Where's the bottle?
What is it?
The bottle necklace. Miss Hawthorne's present. It's gone.
What? That's terrible.
Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me.
Foolish boy. It's the only thing that could have saved him. What in blazes are we supposed to do now?
Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court.
I'm sorry.
I'm afraid that your apology is not enough.
Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace?
Forgive me. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just give back the necklace.
You did what?
I ate it. You what?
You ate it.
It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first, but yeah. What the?
What is he doing now?
Your Honor, you gotta stop the trial! Mr. Wright! Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? That bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it.
It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly that bottle did not contain a deadly poison.
How can you be so sure?
I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination.
So it would seem.
No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. How's that? The poison must have lost its potency.
There, it's alright, little rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. It's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Ms. Hawthorne, with my very life.
And all $200 I donate to her OnlyFans monthly. Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong.
That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Fay, I cannot accept your explanation of the events.
Why?
This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand. In a court of law, evidence is everything.
Even after I prove so much, is she going to get away with everything? Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up. Fuck! I've totally lost it.
Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I'd like to proceed with the trial.
Hold it. Mr. Wright! I'm sorry, Miss Fay. It totally slipped my mind. Really, really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down. Yeah, no shit, Phoenix! You destroyed evidence! Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you.
What is it?
That day, the day I met Doug Swallow. Oh, he didn't mention what Doug said. None of your business. I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know. You need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab. Oh. Poison? Same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time, too. It could only have been her. That girl is a thief. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that! I thought it was a bit odd that he got that violent that quickly. Is it true? Did he really say that?
That's ridiculous.
There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him.
What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly. Your Honor, the defendant is... Miss Faye, you tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? Put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, and there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow.
Night before?
Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone. Miss Faye!
You're so certain of your theory, let me ask you this.
Mia, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back. Therefore...
Exactly who was Miss Dahlia Hawthorne playing to kill?
Poor Phoenix. This man doesn't stand a chance in love. There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was Mr. Phoenix Wright. Me?
That's preposterous.
After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered. My voice is just a mess at all hours of the day, huh? Well, it's true that that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was playing the poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that could be.
But how could that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Mr. Hawthorne were in love. Or Miss Hawthorne. Sorry, he's not gay yet. We'll get there eventually.
Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice. I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace. That's all she cared about.
But even so, why? Why would she go so far as to murder him?
8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria. Dahlia Hawthorne could only think of one thing. How to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. It's a pretty good move she made, too. The evidence was missing for a long time. There was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met.
You mean? That's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright?
Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence. That can't be true!
Alright, Leper Boy, relax. He's tall.
Beanie, what a joke you are.
There she is. There's the stone-cold bitch.
Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me.
Miss Hawthorne?
Appears that we're nearing the end of this trial. Fine, I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne. I'll see about that. First, where's your evidence? Seems your sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Well, hey, old man, you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face? This little shit.
Miss Hawthorne, what's happened to you?
You really that shocked? The butterflies are gone, implying I'm no longer gentle and kind. Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge? With absolutely no truth, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now, if you don't mind.
But we're not finished.
Fine. You ask this nasty old... Fuck. Then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already. Can't let her get away this time.
Stop, Mia! If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer.
The ultimate price?
You would be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid.
No. Oh. You'd better think it over carefully, Miss Faye. Or should I say, Miss Gray?
Well, Miss Faye, You provide evidence that will establish her guilt once and for all.
Here we go. If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. To be honest, at this point I don't have any evidence that's well-founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof.
Impossible. You can't possibly.
Stupid woman.
It is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented.
Just one?
You are unable to establish her guilt. I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright.
I understand, Your Honor.
I can just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar.
She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there. This court irrefutable proof that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison Mr. Wright? Boom, baby. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all.
Cold Killer X. Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine.
Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold?
If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. Oh, it's a slight remix for Mia. I like this. What? Remember what the defendant said in his testimony. I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the incident. I always eat with Dolly. Just the two of us. That little shit! She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some.
Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine.
I'd like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence?
Huh? What are you talking about?
8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she'd accidentally run into in the reading room. My client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poisoned bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright.
I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant.
Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and victim were arguing about and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized I can't allow Doug Swallow to live. She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Somehow, we'll discuss that later. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying that bottle of poison cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago? Fuck, Chad, I'm flagging hard. We might end the stream after this case is done.
8 months ago?
Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else hold it. In this case, Doug Swallow. Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman. She's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar.
Right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Yes, that's exactly right. Just pure desperation.
Oh, yeah? I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, it's cold medicine. I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us! I dare you to take some of this medicine right now. Mia is fucking insane. Mia Fey! Mia Fey! Oh! They snap into flames. Do you think you won?
Well,
Do you, Mia Fey? That's just fine. For the time being.
Victory is yours.
For the time being?
Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay?
Huh? Why? Yes.
I'm going to go spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best. Phew. It's finally all over.
I refuse to accept this. My queen would never do something so evil. The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim.
But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it.
I don't care. I'm Winston Payne. I wins a whole ton. And I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said.
Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this.
Yes?
Would you care to try this cold medicine?
What?
Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said... what was it? I trust the witness Miss Hawthorne with my very life. So, if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right?
You see...
And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life?
And there goes the hair. My hair is flying off! My beautiful hair! No, 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 no!
And so, the case is closed.
Mr. Payne? About Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Hold on a second.
I'm so sorry, chat. I would love to keep going the full 4 hours. I'm absolutely burnt out. The moment I see that not guilty, I think I'm calling it. Yes, Your Honor. I'll file papers for her immediate arrest.
Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning. By the way, I couldn't drain her life.
Don't lie. Just admit you were wrong.
By the way, Miss Fey,
Yes, Your Honor?
was it just me, or did you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne seem to know each other?
Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearing on this case.
Very well. Mr. Payne?
This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing to my
Daughter, and losing my wife!
Appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his
Hair! Does the defendant have anything further to say?
It can't be true. My dear Dolly!
Very well, then. I believe I'm ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. Court finds the defendant, Phoenix Wright,
Not guilty.
Chat is informed. My hands are shaking right now. I think this is gonna have to be the end for today.
This court is adjourned.
I'll save here, so we don't have to go through that again. Holy shit. Ugh. Bad. Okay, chat. You all take care, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.